small tweak and it felt tight. And I mean, compared to some of the things I've played through in the past, it was nothing. And yeah, it was a little more than nothing. So.
You were talking to Dave for a while in the dugout afterwards. Like, what was sort of his message to you after that?
He understood how frustrated I was, and he was trying to get me to keep my head up. Honestly, at that point, I was kind of not there, so I'm not necessarily sure everything that he said to me. He said that he was sorry that this happened to me, and I told him I was sorry too for, not being able to post and just play the rest of the year. But yeah, it was kind of sorry that this is happening, and keep your head up. It's gonna be okay. And I don't really have much other than we'll find out tomorrow how bad it is.
I know you need more information, but what do you see as the best and worst case scenario?
I have no idea, honestly. Like I said, I've never done an oblique. Probably at the minimum a couple of weeks. So I'm hoping that it's best case scenario. It's hopefully just a grade 1, and at least 2-3 weeks and I'm back. But who knows?
Do you feel the oblique only when swinging, or when you're doing other things as well?
Yeah, that's kind of what that's kind of why I thought I could play, because I only felt it during when I was swinging. But then after the homer, I in between innings throwing to first, I was feeling it, and when I hit the double, it didn't just hurt to swing, it also hurt to run, so I knew that it was time to stop.
I apologize that you already answered this, but it was something that you felt ahead of the game, and then your time felt a little bit worse. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I did it during batting practice yesterday, but first game back, did it during batting practice, so I was pretty embarrassed that I did that, and I didn't really tell anybody about it. I just thought I was a small tweak, a little tightness, but today it felt more than that.
Thanks, guys.
What are you talking about? Hey, D-Mac, just watched the Andy Pajes show. What's up, Ellis Shiva? We got Mookie. Savant numbers have been good. This should have been expected to a degree. Yeah, I mean, the Savant numbers, he has been hitting the ball hard. Also, his batting average on balls in play was around 150, 300 being league average. So that is something that tells you that that he was due for some positive regression to the mean. We've got D-Mac, do you have a preferred platform for sharing art? Do not, actually. Throw some out there. Tanner Scott looks sharp and is 4-for-4 in saves so far this year. Any news about how bad Kike's injury is? So we are still awaiting word from Dave Roberts. What's up, Chris? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Noam? Pause all the way. We're still awaiting word. Let me see if we got any info so far. Kirsten Watson, through the broadcast, actually did mention that Kike Hernandez did suffer a oblique injury. It was visible on the second hit where he jumped out of the batter's box, and it was clear that something was wrong. And it took place, I mean, we saw in this one against Freeland when the Dodgers were just pouring on runs, and it looked like they're in the fourth inning. Right after he hit off Freeland, he's grimacing, and he had a dejected look on his face when he was at second base doing the hit celebration. And then right after that, Shohei Ohtani, he got hit to load the bases, and it was right on that front wrist. Great advertisement for New Balance, by the way. And it hit a lot of the padding. You had Thomas Albert and Dave Roberts came to check on him, and they left, and he stayed in the game. So clearly they didn't think that he broke anything. Clearly they didn't think that it was something serious. My guess is that the reason why he exited the game was for the simple fact that he was pitching tomorrow, and the Dodgers were up big time. It was blowout city. So I think that really was what it came down to, not anything other than that. So we'll wait and see. We'll hear what Dave Roberts has to say. Let's see if we have anything as of yet. We do not, so we will wait for Dave Roberts. And let's see if there's anything over on the X as far as updates. I mean, you got to really feel for Kike Hernandez, man. I mean, it's just been a ride for him, a ride where he comes back to the Dodgers and his contract stipulates that, hey, he was maybe not going to come back this season because Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman and everything's always in flux for this roster, right? He's on a 1 year, $4.5 million contract after the offseason surgery he had where he was not himself last season, and he had played through that injury, and it's really interesting. If you go back and dig into the things he said in his first scrum, where he said essentially that it felt like he was getting blowtorched on his arm every time he played, and then eventually when he did have that surgery on the injury that was performed by team surgeon Dr. Neil Elitrach, well, he originally sustained the injury diving and sliding during a May 2025 series against the Cleveland Guardians, but he continued to play through it. He got 7 shots. They did all these really interesting techniques. They did an extensive offseason procedure where it was a torn muscle and torn extensor tendon in his left elbow. And a really interesting story, when Kike Hernandez woke up from the surgery, he was high as a kite on drugs, right, because he's having surgery, and he ends up FaceTiming Andrew Friedman because Dr. Neil Elitrach told Kike that was the worst version of that injury that he's ever seen. Like, he had never seen an injury like that as bad, and he FaceTimes Friedman, Dodgers president of baseball operations, essentially to tell him, hey, doctor, tell him how bad it was, because I want to make it clear to Andrew Friedman that I had played through this injury, and that's why I hit around 200, and that's why my numbers were significantly down. He was 27% below league average per weighted runs created plus, had a 73 weighted runs created plus. That's not good. So I think that he feared that he was not going to be back because of the performance. Even in the postseason, he had a couple big games. He had some homers and losses. The defensive plays were massive. I mean, his double play to end Game 6, him and Miguel Rojas, that 7-3 to end the game, that's all-time stuff. But offensively, he just was the same player. So a journey back for Kike was not guaranteed. And he did complete that journey, and it's unfortunate that, look, it's an oblique, and obliques take time. You don't want them to linger. Now, we'll wait and see what Dave Roberts has to say, but my guess is it's definitely IL. It's definitely going to be a while. Here is a tweet from Fabian Ardaya of The Athletic. He tweeted, a defeated Kike Hernandez said he first hurt his oblique yesterday during batting practice, thought he could play through it, said his home run swing was full of pain, then felt it when swinging and running on the double, clearly and understandably frustrated after. So I can kind of picture what this looks like inside the Dodgers clubhouse right now with Kike Hernandez clearly going through some emotions. Obliques take time. And here's the thing, too. You're probably saying, well, Kike wants to just come back for the postseason, right? You can pencil him in the lineup for the NLDS or the CS or the World Series or the wild card if they just so happen to be playing there. Yeah, sure, but also he's thinking about his future in Major League Baseball, and for as well as he's performed on the biggest stage under the bright lights in the postseason in October, well, it's what you do in the regular season a lot of times that will dictate how much money and what contract you are going to get. So I'm sure that's certainly going to be a factor there. He doesn't want to miss a significant amount of time where he's only playing a couple months of the season. He probably feels like his regular season is shot. So I talked about it today on my radio show, DMAC and Ryder on 97.3 The Fan. I talked about it today. By the way, we had Adrian Gonzalez on the show today. It was a great interview. He talked to us about just hitting and Mookie and Kyle Tucker and Shohei Ohtani and things like that. Well, he understands what Kike understands is, hey, for good players, for great players, at some point you're fighting and you're scratching, you're clawing to maintain your role on a team. So this could be a last dance type of season for the Dodgers, just when you consider the age of their roster, how their roster is performing, the veterans, the CBA. It could be a lockout. So there's just so much influx, so much uncertainty with Major League Baseball, I think, after this season, that if you're Kike Hernandez, yeah, today's a gut punch. I mean, he loves to play the game. I mean, he was absolutely on clouds yesterday talking about his return. And it's just really unfortunate. You hate to see this for such a beloved Dodger. I made the claim today on my radio show that Kike Hernandez is probably more, no, he's not probably, that Kike Hernandez is more beloved in LA than LeBron James, the best player of all time in some people's eyes. Do you agree with me or disagree? Is Kike more beloved in LA? I think he is. By the way, I do think it's hilarious, though, that, and I see people pointing this out, let's all laugh at Fernando Tatis Jr. Let's all laugh on Fernando Tatis Jr. I mean, Kike comes back and in 2 games doubled Fernando Tatis Jr.'s home run total, which is 0. So, I mean, wow. Unbelievable. We got Fluky Bloopy Bauer over Lauer. I don't know. I think Lauer's still pitching and Bauer's not. So give me that. Yeah, Bauer really ruined his career with his reputation, man. He's never going to get a shot again, unfortunately for him. But I hate LeBum from Roy Estrada. We've got nobody likes LeBron in L.A. Facts, LeBron's a crybaby from Castuya Bayer. Haha, feels so good watching Mookie find it again. I agree. It's great. Jeremy Buckley ran out of ringworm cream. Yes, everyone hates LeJuiced. That's from Las Vegas Golden Knights one. They did. Oh, wow. LeBum, Fernando Tatis. Yeah, it's a DMAC original. LeBum has watched LeBron tried to beat L.A. Kike is L.A. Wow. Did all of you heard the top prospects that got hurt? Yeah, I did. Well, we mentioned that at the top of the show about Kendall George. Kike just giving a taste of what's to come in the postseason late from Pika Peep. I like that. I like that positivity. Nico Suave, LeBron is buns or arse. LeBron's is arse. We've got Tucker, got a consolation hit today. Kunji Club, the lineup. This is the way. D-Mac, get word to Walters. No statue for LeBum. That's from Roy Estrada. Yeah. Hey, bro. Truth hurts. Bro, F the Rockies for hitting Otani on the pitching hand. Hope Otani is okay because the dog. LA is Kobe City forever. Okay. Keep posting comments, and let's break down this game. We will get to some post-game reaction from inside the Dodgers clubhouse as soon as we get word. As soon as it becomes available, we will get that. But let's break down this game a little more in depth as far as the recap goes. So, the Dodgers offense was down this month. In May, it wasn't as good as it was in April. They haven't been good at home, too, but the Dodgers absolutely curb stomped the Rockies. The floodgates opened